Today on EA Sports. It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good week 5 matchup in... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 16.
Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense. Now signal to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. He gives it off to Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 41. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Wilson now off the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
The carry. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the delay, here's Carson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Still made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. We'll call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Short little throw to Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Tua to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For number 17. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
on 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On play action, here's Tua. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
And to throw again is Wilson. And he comes back with one complete.
Wilson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Seahawks first
again, down. Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start out with a rematch of that low-scoring Super Bowl 53. The L.A. Rams looking for revenge as they travel to Foxborough to take on New England. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. N'Keal Harry, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30, past midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4 yards. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That'll bring up fourth down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. For the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Saints 10.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
On the play. Second and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
To Chris Carson. A fumble on the play.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On first down. It's Carson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 38, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, it's Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
He's 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
First down, Seahawks.
Now it's Carson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the same
from the shotgun, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks.
Here's Carson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Operating from the gun. Wilson gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Agnew on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down, and he slings one that's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Shrugs it, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for the same touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Forced out to his left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Buying time to his left. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? operating from the gun. Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harris. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua goes underneath for Henry. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Tua now on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Back to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Wilson to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Brings up second.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
First down, Seahawks.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Wilson with the handoff.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Complete to number 85.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On second down, Tua. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their